Hello, this video is on how to launch a mid-cycle update form in the curriculum management system. Please note there may be a new interface or edits and revisions to content or fields on some pages in which a new video may not be created. A new video will be made if any edits or revisions substantially change the functionality of each page. Before we begin, let's do a brief overview of the curriculum mid-cycle update. The mid-cycle update process is a streamlined way to ensure compliance with Title V regulations regarding the frequency in which courses, degrees, and certificates are updated in the curriculum management system. This streamlined version does reduce the workload on faculty in terms of their curriculum submissions, so I'm excited to go over what that process looks like for you. For context, a comprehensive update means that a department must submit all of their courses, all of their degrees and certificates into the curriculum management system. A mid-cycle update requires that each department submit all of their degrees and certificates into the curriculum management system, but not necessarily every course. This streamlines the workload greatly. In order to determine which courses need to be updated, the first step is to submit a mid-cycle update form in the curriculum management system, and this is what this tutorial will go over in just a moment. In order to fill out the mid-cycle update form, we ask that each department meet together to discuss and decide if any courses should be submitted optionally. Designate one representative to complete and submit the mid-cycle update form in CurricuNet Meta. Only one form is required per department, and as usual, each department can determine which faculty members will submit courses and which ones will submit degrees and certificates. In just a moment, we'll go over the components of the form, but once the form is submitted, step 2 would then be to launch all degrees and certificates into the curriculum management system. Step 3 will be to launch updates to courses depending upon the selections that were made in the mid-cycle update form. So again, course submissions are optional, and they're dependent upon what was submitted in this form. A friendly reminder that the Chancellor's Office requires labor market analysis for CTE degrees and certificates, as well as meeting minutes from the Advisory Committee meetings. Let's begin our walkthrough through the mid-cycle update form. When that one representative from each department is ready to submit the form, have them log in, enter their Chafee email and password, and sign in. Go to Create New Proposal. For proposal type, select Mid-Cycle Update Form. Click on Create. The form itself will also have instructions for you to help guide you while you're in the system. For title, we ask that you put your department name and the year in which you're submitting the update form. Then, from the drop-down menu, select your department. And once you do that, all degrees and certificates in your department will appear. This is a list of all degrees and certificates that must be submitted by the March 31st deadline as guided by the Curriculum Office. Click on each degree and certificate to let us know that you are aware of which ones will need to be submitted. Next is to fill out the following prompts. I understand that all degrees and certificates listed above must be launched into CurricuNet Meta or Acadia for the Curriculum Committee review by March 31st. You will select Yes. Here is the course submission sections, which I mentioned earlier was optional. So course submissions are not required for the mid-cycle update. However, department faculty can launch any course modifications needed during the mid-cycle update. If submitting courses, courses must be submitted in the same timeline as the degrees and certificates. Question number 2 asks you to certify that you understand that these optional course submissions are due by March 31st. And below is a list of all the courses. As a department, please decide which courses need updating and which do not. If a course does not need updating, please click on that course. So for example, I'm clicking the courses that do not need to be updated. The courses that do not have a check mark indicate to the Curriculum Office that the Biology Department will be submitting Biology 12, Biology 20, and Biology 22 into the system. If it is checked off, we do not expect to see a course submission in the queue. The next question asks you to certify that the courses have been reviewed and that the courses that are checked require no modifications at this time. The final certification certifies that any unchecked courses must be launched into the curriculum management system by March 31st. And then the rest of the form guides you on the next steps. So after you are done with this mid-cycle update form, the next step would be to launch all degrees and certificates in the curriculum management system. There are separate tutorials for that. So once you've completed all 5 certifications on this form, you can click launch and it is now in the curriculum management system for review. And that is how you complete a mid-cycle update form.